Right, well, here we are. We're back again where we started off at the start of this session. All that bloody traipsing about just for that one spell, it better be worth it, that's all I can say. Anyway, yeah, it's time for the end of the chapter now, so let's just carry on. Yep, let's carry out, yeah. Hours passed. Ooh. Ooh, animation. Owen gaped. A washing light, Elvendar glistened its circuitous fairy walkways decked in glowing lanterns of brushed gold and crystal. Nice. Above, a canopy of silver-white leaves arced over the whole of the treetop city, masking from view where the sun or moon reigned in the skies above. Gareth, isn't this the most perfect place you've ever seen? Owen exclaimed. I've never dreamt of anything like this. Squire, if you can hold your tongue for a moment, Gareth said, it might behove you to bow to their queen. Flushed with embarrassment, Owen turned heel, shrivelling as he noticed the cloaked figures who waited patiently upon their thrones, quickly folded in obeisance, hoping sincerely that human manners would be appropriate in the elven court. We have come from Krondor with news about Pug of Stardock, Owen said. We were in hopes. Silence, child, Queen Aglarana spoke gently, her pale blue eyes glowing in the shadows. Though we would hear of our dear friend Pug, we must first attend to the unravelling of eons. Inclining her head towards Gareth, her voice and composure took on a grave edge. You have come before us as a Moradel, but never may you leave Elvendar as such. Are you willing to return to us, your ancient kin cousin? Rage flashed in his eyes. Trembling with emotion, Gareth advanced on the queen, his hand darting to the hilt of his sword. No, Gareth, Owen gasped, knowing his voice was too small to stay his friend's wrath. You can't. I was Gareth of the clan Ardanian. He spat, his face thick with an ageless contempt. Colour drained from his face as he gripped ever more tightly the sword at his side. I am Gareth, and I formally return to the Eladel, and swear fealty to Aglarana, Queen of Elves, and to Thomas, Prince Consort and War Leader. Falling to one knee, he knelt low before Aglarana's feet. I am yours to command, lady. Ooh. His heart hammering, an unsteady tattoo on his chest, Owen stared in frank appraisal of the elves before him. Except for a glazed expression lingering on Prince Consort Thomas's face, he saw no evidence that any of them had witnessed anything unusual. Rise. From this day forward you are no longer Moradel Gareth, Aglarana said. You are a member of the family of Elvendar and of the Eladel. When your quest is done, you will return here to be one with us. That is our desire. What is the news of Pug? As if awakening from a dream, the elven war leader spoke of the magician's name with great concern, his dark eyebrows rising in interest as Owen began to elaborate the details. At times he would request that certain details be repeated, but always his glassy eyes became sharply focused when Owen spoke the names of Pug and members of Arutha's court. By the moons, that means trouble, Thomas coughed as the boy finished his tale. The Book of Macross is not a book, but instead a gift that Pug gave to me long ago. I was to use it to come to him if ever he left the message for me. If ever he left that message for me, sorry. I must go. You cannot love. Even now I can... Oh, we're in Yorkshire now. You cannot love. No. Love. Yeah. Even now I can sense the effects of the pain-killing herbs beginning to wear off, Aglarana said, laying a pale hand on Thomas's shoulder. As if broaching a delicate subject, she continued quietly. 3 days ago the war leader was struck with a poisoned blade. Only last evening did his fever abate, but he demanded to be brought here when he heard that the Moradel was returning. He hasn't the strength for the trip. You must go in his stead. Don't try my patience, Aglarana. Pug needs my help and I shall go. Struggling to gain his feet, he blanched with the effort, standing straight only by groping the back of his throne. Ooh. How many of our kin carried you here, my warlord? The queen asked, a voice laced with concern. Was it 5 or 6? You are no longer possessed by the soul of the Ashen Sugar, and you are not gifted with immortality. None doubt your strength or loyalty, Thomas, but you owe it to Pug to send able help. As always, my love, you are wise, Thomas whispered, his strength beginning to fail him. Reaching beneath the seat of his throne, he brought forth a leather tome covered with dust. Oh, more animation! Oh my god! Oh my god! Panning! We're panning! We may not be the strongest or fastest, Thomas, but we are able and we are here. Send us to him. Ah. I have little choice. You, Gareth, shall be my emissary in this. May the blessings of Elvendar go with you, and tell Pug I am sorry. Ugh. We shall. Oh. Oh, my lord, what's happened there? They've gone off somewhere else, have been transported. Anyway, chapter 7, A Long Ride. I've got another cup of coffee because I thought I knew there was going to be a lot of things to read. Anyway, I better go on because I'll disappear. Bells tolled in the towers of North Warden. Jubilant guards shouted from the walls, slapped backs, exchanged war stories only days old. Already a bard was milling through the crowd, gathering names and places, scribbling them down as fast as he could. Tonight they would gather and they would drink and they would pay old Tamney the minstrel each time he sang their names. Listening to the general hubbub drifting in through the open shutter, Senior James allowed himself a grim smile as he dropped down to where Arutha and Locklear conferred over a battle map. By day's end, I warrant that Delican will have died on the sword point of every man here, James said. It's a shame he wasn't really leading that raid. Indeed, Arutha said. Arutha agreed, his eyes shrouded as he brooded about something. I would like to ask him a few questions. I leave for High Castle at noon. Even though the Moradil have returned from here, I am certain that have turned from here. I am certain that the first of them will be upon our troops there by sunup tomorrow. Fortunately, my army will be there to greet them. Still, I wish I knew what they were up to. Arutha glanced up, startled, as a page boy skidded into the chamber. Your pardon, my lord, the boy stuttered. They have captured the Moradil raiding leader. Without pause, Arutha's eyes hardened. Prepare him for questioning. I'm just going to have another sip of coffee before I read any more. I'm getting a sore throat. Ooh, more animation? Arutha, cooperate now, Moradil, and I promise you'll live to see your children become adults. Daunt me and I'll have your eyes for necklace beads and your manhood for an inkwell. Ooh. That's not very nice. No. Moradil, my death will be unimportant. If you think we shall torture you into death, I advise that you ponder my mood. Anxious though I am to have answer, I will keep you screaming this side of death a month or a year, or until I feel well satisfied that we have heard all that you have to say. A day, a month you've already lost. Nail my entrails to your doorpost. Feed my brain to your dogs. It will not matter. Even if you act now, you will be too late. You shall win only pain for your trouble. Instruct him, torturer. Oh dear. You do not listen. It's a shame Gorath's not here. He'd like the sight of two bare-chested men, I'm sure. We know the secret of Sethanon. We shall free him. Oh, what secret? Why to Sethanon? 10 years ago we attacked. With Mamandamus, you captured, imprisoned him. Deluded fools, we killed Mamandamus at Sethanon and burned his bones for potash. There is nothing there for Delican to find. A lie, we have spied. What else could you guard so closely? How does he think we shall win? Sorry, it's Arutha now, I thought it was the same bloke. How does he think he will win past our garrison at High Castle? He hasn't enough men. Answer me. Drink a bit of coffee. Rift machine. The Six have a machine. It can take them place to place like a door between great distances. Even while your troops die at Sethanon, we will walk through the machine. We shall be through the Dimwood and inside Sethanon a week before you can reach us. Your troops will be exhausted. The day will be ours. A rift machine inside the Dimwood? That bastard Chirani magician has been consorting with Delican. Torturer, tell Senior James and Locklear to ride to Dimwood. They must find and destroy that rift machine while I hie to High Castle and divert our forces once more. Time is of the essence. The essence, that's a word actually. Chapter 7, The Long Ride. Destroy the Moradil rift machine. I'm burping and belching all over here. Hello. You useless old git, you will die a million times, won't you? And you will be of no use to us at all. Patris, you old fart. Anyway, yeah, so where are we then? Let's just have a quick look before I end this session then. So where are we? We're in the Dimwood. I tried to get in here once before in an earlier chapter, and I couldn't. But anyway, we're here now. I don't know where we're going to go. I'll read a walkthrough and find out, no doubt. But anyway, after much ado, we're into chapter 7. So that's 6 down and 3 to go. We're 2/3 of the way through the game. And at something like 250 videos as well. So I'll just quick work. I can't even work that out. There's a lot more videos still to come anyway. Anyway, I'm ending this session now and I'm going to go out. It's a nice day. I'm going to go out and Do something in the garden. That sounds a bit sinister, but it's not. Yeah. I'm going to sit in the garden and enjoy the sun. I'll see you later.